All right, hello, ladies. Wiggle the button. It's like it's a tooth. There we go. All right. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, back to the City Backflow Mobile Sports Broadcasting booth, where we conduct our business. Who is we? We is Taylor Honey.
And JD Bird.
And we are Cedar Creek Media. Matter of fact, the Cedar Creek Media Network nowadays. How about that? So, and we are ready for a little more basketball, as we just saw the Lady Panthers unfortunately fall to the Lady Eagles in what was a hotly contested game, a back and forth one there. Unfortunately, again, did not come out the way that we would have wanted it, but that's the good thing about these district basketball games. You get two chances in a night to come away with the victory.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Well, let's go ahead and turn it over to Coach Copeland and let him announce the starters.
Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Eagles. Guard, 5'11" junior, number 1, David Lindale. Guard, 6'1" junior, number 4, Logan Cooper. Forward, 6'3" senior, number 12, Evan Buck. Forward, 6'2" senior, number 11, Evan Cockrell. Center, 6'6" junior, number 2, Dan Edens. Coaches, Stan Short, Tim Bryant, Will Shawn, and Eric Williams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet. At guard, 5'10" senior, number 0, Angel Guerrero. At guard, 5'11" senior, number 2, Julian Collar. At guard, 6'1" senior, number 3, Luke Carter. At guard, 6'3" senior, number 4, Carter Sims. At guard, 6'3" junior, number 11, Colin McFall. Coaches, Tracy Carter, Avery Petit, and Chase Stegmar.
It is just about time for basketball here. Now, of course, in case you couldn't hear it, I always like to run down them one more time. So let's go ahead and give you the starters for Lindale. Number 1, David Lindig. That, if you're a football fan, that's going to be a familiar name. Number 2, Dane Edens. Number 4, Logan Coker. Number 11, Evan Cockrell. And number 12, Landon Buck. And it is the usual cast of suspects over there for your Mabank Panthers. Number 0, Angel Guerrero. Number 2, Jaden Collin. Number 3, Luke Carter. Number 4, Carter Sims. And number 11, Cullen McFall. So, JD, these are two teams looking for that last playoff spot as it's currently constructed. Of course, a lot of basketball left, but Mabank right now sitting in the 4 seed and Lindale sitting in the 5 seed. So, got a lot to play for here for both teams, and we'll just have to see how it kicks off here tonight. As we await the tip is going to be the junior, number 2, Dane Edens, and the senior, number 4, Carter Sims, jumping off for their respective clubs. And here we go, and it is going to be the Eagles taking over possession first. Now, as we said, that is a familiar name for sports fans around Lindale. David Lindig giving up the pass before a travel is going to be called there on Edens. But yeah, Lindig, kind of a breakout star for Lindale last year, taking over at that quarterback position. This year had one of the best quarterback stat lines of anybody out in East Texas, and now out here on the hardwood. So if you are a sports purist, you know you want to beat the best at their best, and that is exactly what's going to happen here tonight, potentially, as the Panthers start off with a 3-ball there, which apparently I'd already hit the wrong button there. I had hit the 3-ball instead of the start button, so we'll get that clock corrected here in just a second, as Lindale trying to answer. It is going to be a foul called on Cullen McFall. As I get this corrected here.
Here for Mr. Dane Edens after the Cullen McFall foul.
First one finds its way through the hoop. Thank you, JD.
I'll do what I can.
You do a lot. You do a whole lot. And second one also falls through, as it seems like my controller is giving me some kind of wonk here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. There we go.
So it looks like Lindale's defense going to pick up all the way at full court here, so having to work against a little bit of pressure.
Thank you for helping me as I'm dealing with a little pressure here. My controller not wanting to do what I want it to do. It's going to be a foul called against Lindale here.
Looks like David Lindig going to be charged with a push. So now maybe it's going to be doing the inbounding underneath their own basket.
As Jaden Collin just threw it up for Luke Carter, who is again going to be fouled. Oh no, excuse me.
Charge going to be called on Luke Carter here.
So foul will be assessed on Luke. And the Eagles going to take back over possession. It's going to be Lindig bringing it down, going to be working against Jaden Collin. Now they're just kind of working a weave pattern all the way back up. Edens with it, kicks over to Cockrell, Cockrell back with it, kind of moving it around the top of the three-point line here, trying to find an area of attack are the Eagles. Edens with it, going to be working against McFall, tried to get inside, now kicks out. Open shooter, no good, but Eagles collect their own rebound, and Edens can't get the bunny right at the bucket. But again, Eagles just offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and Lindig going to have his shot blocked out of bounds.
Jaden Collin right there with the closeout defense to grab the nice defensive play.
That is exactly it. So Eagles going to be inbounding from their own side. Long inbound went to Edens. Now Lindig with it, gets into the paint, puts up the finger roll, no good. Collected by Guerrero off the glass, and now Jaden Collin going to quickly move it back the other way. He tried to get in the paint as well, kicks out to Luke Carter, well off. Collected by Lindig, who's going to push it up. Now Cockrell kicks back to David. Now moving it around the outside. Edens going to take that corner three, no good. And Guerrero again going to be able to collect it. A little bit longer rebound this time. Now Sims with it in the corner. Nice little move to get a little bit of space here. Take it all the way back across. Just no space to be collected here. Has to finally give it up. Luke Carter thought he was kind of smacked around a little bit, but no foul going to be called. Now Luke going to slow things down. Going to get in, put up the three, no good. It's pretty good defense there by Buck, not giving much space for Luke Carter. And then good defense there by Luke, kind of disrupts the play. It's going to make Lindale reset everything here. Cockrell with it, kicked over, now ball in the hands of Coker. Oh, nope. See, by the time you look down and see the name, it's already gone. As Lindig going to have an easy one down right inside and underneath. And that is going to give Lindale the lead at 4-3. Mabank going to see what they can do with it back on this other end, because they're actually going to slow things down. Jaden Collin going to see what he can find here. Hands the ball off to Luke Carter, and Luke has the ball stripped away by David Lindig. Lindig going to push it back the other way, kicks to Edens. Edens thought about driving, now going to fire from the corner. No good, collected by Collin, who's going to try and put one way up. And Luke going to have an easy bucket, sitting right underneath the bucket. So that'll be his first points of the ball game. First point since that corner three by Carter Sims to open up the scoring.
Both teams kind of slow to get the scoring going, however, in this one.
Yeah, and we've noticed that a lot in the boys' games this year is there's going to be an offensive foul called. Going to be an illegal screen, it looks like, called against Evan Cockrell. Going to have a couple of substitutes. Matter of fact, going to have pretty much a whole floor substitution here. Not even pretty much, it is the whole floor, unless I'm missing something. Oh,
everybody
no.
but Cockrell.
Everybody but Cockrell, yeah. So mass switch there, because there's going to be another
Cockrell
whistle.
going to end up picking up his second back-to-back here, right there with the hold going to be assessed as Carter Sims was kind of putting the moves on him. So 2 quick fouls. Looks like a substitution going to come in for him.
Yeah, it's going to be number 0, Maximus Woodard. So inbound goes to Luke Carter. Luke kicks over to Guerrero in the corner. Guerrero with the floater gets it to go down. How about that? Angel Guerrero, kind of been a defensive specialist so far this year, but he is making things happen back on the offensive end and breaks open a 3-point lead. As I'm telling you, something is going on with my controller. Buttons aren't doing what I'm telling them to do. They're kind of doing whatever they want them to do, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. We'll have to reset this thing at the quarter break. So Lindale trying to find an open shot. Deep 3, no good. Collected by Guerrero, again off the glass. Hands off to Carter Sims. Sims trying to get into the paint. Does so successfully. Fallback shot, no good. Would have been a beauty if he was able to convert there. Lindale thought about a 3 of their own. Now find themselves in the corner. That is an open 3, no good there for number 32, Aiden Hanley, and then a foul going to be called on the second chance effort. Didn't see.
Reed Carnathan able to grab that miss and try to go back up. Not sure who's getting charged with the crime, as they haven't put it up there yet. They are going to put it on McFall. Yep.
Yeah.
Both teams number 11 with 2 fouls now, so I was a little confused.
And matter of fact, that's going to get McFall out of there and put Genovese in. Second shot is good there for Carnathan. Closes it down to a 2-point lead for Mabank. Winding down in this first quarter here as Colin kicks over to Sims. Sims finds, nice, found Luke Carter, who found Angel Guerrero.
Hey.
And Guerrero with the little backdoor cut, able to put it in there.
We have seen them attempt that so many times this year. Right there, Angel Guerrero finally able to
convert one.
Convert that we've seen so many times.
Now Carnathan lines up, takes a 3, no good. Collected by Colin off the glass. Did a really nice job to keep his dribble there. Luke Carter with it, going to be working against Carnathan. Gets into the paint and whistles. Foul going to be called against number 5 that time. That is Carnathan. It'll be Lindale's 4th foul, so just 1 left to give here in this first quarter.
So it looks like 3 substitutions going to come in for Lindale.
Yeah, it's Lindig, Coker, and Carter drains the 2 there. Who am I missing? Who else just came in? Oh, Edens. There we go. So now Carnathan kicks out to Edens, over to Lindig. Lindig going to be working against Guerrero. Gives back to Carnathan. Now Coker trying to find somewhere to go. They're just moving around the 3-point line. Carnathan lines up a 3, no good. Collected by Genovese off of the glass. And now again, Jaden Collins going to be working against Lindig. Gave up to Luke Carter. Carter, kind of an off-balance 3, no good. Genovese trying to save the ball, and they did a really good job as Guerrero tried to throw it off of Lindale. Just doesn't quite work out, but a great thought process there. Under a minute left to go here in this first quarter. Mabank enjoying this 6-point lead. As Edens trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gives up to Carnathan. Carnathan gives back up to Lindig. Lindig sizing up Guerrero. Thought about that deep three. Gives up. Carnathan into the paint.
That's going to be a travel.
That's going to be a travel. So it's going to be Colin doing the inbounding this time. Going to go to Carter Sims. And Sims going to work it up. So obviously Lindig just kind of being used as the guard dog as whoever's bringing the ball up. Pass off to Carter, gives up to Genovese. Genovese trying to go into the teeth, gives up to Guerrero. Guerrero passes back to Luke Carter. Carter three, no good off front rim. Collected by Edens. Under 10 seconds to go here now. Lindig going to throw one up far. Gets in and no good on the last second opportunity there for number 10, Drake Olson. So after 1 quarter of action, Mabank got Lindale doubled +1, 11-5. We're going to go ahead and step away, take a short break, come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Hey sports fanatics, are you tired of that builder grade kitchen or your bathroom being stuck in 1998? Mosier Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom home building. We guide you start to finish with real communication without the guesswork. See it in person at our kitchen and bath showroom on Market Street or our flooring showroom on Mason Street in Mabank, USA. Mosier Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call us at 903-470-8550, where we take con out of contracting.
All right, back to it here. Mabank 11-5 up over the visiting Lindale Eagles. Again, the Mabank Lady Panthers weren't able to pull out the victory in the first game, so they're trying to avenge the Lady Panther loss here. But again, really, this is a important game. You know, we talk so much about how tough the football district is. Well, really, it's just as tough in basketball, you know?
Yeah.
So this is definitely, I mean, I don't want to say a must-win game, but this is definitely would be a whole lot better if you won than if you lost type game.
Absolutely right. And, you know, basketball's kind of got its own other little wrinkle in the fact that, you know, football, you play a team one time and you're done with them. Here in district basketball, you got to see that. You got to see those teams twice.
Well, how about this open three? Bang! Second three ball of the night for Carter Sims puts Mabank up 9, and then there's going to be a walk on the other end. I tell you what,
that was some smart defense there from Cole Genovese to just stick out a hand and kind of force that travel there. Ooh. And nice on the inbound. They got a bit of numbers game off to Cole Genovese, just not quite able to convert there. Nice defense on the other end.
Well, let's see what Lindale comes up with on the other side. Edens with just a fall away. My goodness, that was gorgeous. They had been on the schneid, had not picked up any points for a while there, had the Eagles, so maybe we'll see if that breaks open the scoring for them. Now, Caden Bowden over on the other end does I was just about to say, did a great job of getting rid of it before the travel, but they do say it is a travel, so will be a turnover for the freshman.
Hit the plant foot, but unfortunately the plant foot just kind of kept on sliding, and, you know, it's unfortunate, but travel nonetheless.
So Lindig does the honors of bringing it up, kicked over to Edens. Now Buck had it, but they find a wide open Edens. Yeah, that was just an easy cherry picker right there. So they've got a little motion here. Picking up the last 4 points are the Eagles to close the gap to 5. How about an open pass, or a beautiful pass there from Luke Carter, but Sims just couldn't find the pay dirt there as McFall going to break up the fast break going the other way, and will make the Eagles reset things here.
Yeah, it was a great setup for the shot there. I mean, Sims has already knocked down 2 of them. Why not give him a chance for the third? Unfortunately, just a little offline with that one.
Inbound results in a shot there for Buck, but it is no good. Now Luke Carter coming back the other way, and he is going to be fouled in the process of shooting, and that is going to be 2 free throws coming up here for Luke Carter. It'll be the first time we see a Panther on the free throw line tonight. Matter of fact, I think it's the first time we'll see anybody on the line tonight.
Second time. Carnathan.
Yes,
first
yes. Good catch. First one good for Luke. Looks like we got Brody Stephen going to be coming in for Caden Bowden. And second shot for Luke, no good, but collected by Carter Sims, who has his shot blocked away. And oh, there you go, Mabank able to come away with the steal. Took 3 to do it, and oh, Carter Sims through massive contact is going to get the and one opportunity here. Now Luke wasn't thrilled. He was sitting underneath the bucket, but I think there was a kind of a score settler situation going on there for Carter Sims.
I really think Carter wanted to I think he wanted to throw it down. Unfortunately, with the contact that came in, Lindig prevented us from being able to see the dunk.
Yeah, I would have been happy for it. I'd have been ready for it. Ball ends up out of bounds, swatted away by a Panther defender. So Eagles going to be inbounding, as there is going to be a travel called here against Edens. That'll be the second moving violation for him so far tonight. Inbound goes up to Cullen McFall. Now Jaden Collin collected it. Going to go back the other way, and that is just one thing Jaden Collin is so good at, is that slow down, speed up with the ball. I mean, he just kind of seems to have it on a string here. Going to be working against Landon Buck. Tries to find somebody. Brody Stephen, open 3, off a little bit, collected by Luke Carter. Off of the glass, though. Now Carter Sims, open 3. Bang!
Got it! And that's enough to get the double-digit lead there.
It helps. It definitely helps. And now already the third made 3 for Carter Sims tonight. 11 points for him so far tonight.
Yeah, Sims working well in the scoring department for his team so far. See if they can keep it up as they throw one ahead to Brody Stevens. And well done on the fast break.
Yep, Brody gets his first points of the ball game here and widens the lead out to 13, the biggest for Mabank so far tonight. Lindale trying to find an open shot. Edens, kind of a deep 3, no good. It's going to be
an over-the-back violation there. I believe they're going to put it on Landon Buck as he just went over the top of Brody Stevens, who did a great job of boxing out there.
So inbound went to Luke Carter. Carter makes a pretty nice spin move, try and get around her defender. Matter of fact, has a pretty free run, gets it over to Steven. Steven kicks over to Jaden Collin. Collin working against Woodard here. Oh, nice move as Collin gets into the paint, gets around her defender. Just doesn't get the friendly roll there from the rim, just kind of stuck in place between the rim and the backboard. Now moving it down, no look pass, open 3, no good. Collected by Carter Sims. Now Luke gives up to Collin. Collin gonna get inside and gonna be a block called against Maximus Woodard. So great job there by Jaden Collin, kind of again varying the speed and allowing the defender to kind of get himself out of position.
Thought it was going to be in the action of shooting, but they are going to say it's on the floor there. So maybe he's going to have it underneath their own basket. Need somebody to throw it in. Finally, Collin going to say, okay, fine, I'll do it.
All right, so inbound went to Steven in the corner. Now with Sims. Now Luke in the corner. No good. And, thought Brody Steven was going to come away with that. Just a little slow to the ball. Now in the corner, Lindale trying to find somewhere to go. Edens kicks over. Woodard gave up now to, Olsen. Carnathan, again, we've seen this many, many times from Lindale so far tonight. Just moving it around the top of the three-point line, trying to see what the rotation will do for Mabank. And Mabank has been very good in staying in their rotations. Open three, no good for Lindale as they finally find the open shooter, but cannot convert. Luke Carter with it, trying to get to the baseline, gets inside, nice pass out to Sims. Sims trying to find somebody to get it to, tried to get it to Luke, and ball ends up out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. So Jaden going to be doing the inbounding. Gives up to Luke. Luke going to go straight into the paint. Can't get it to convert. I think Luke was showing a little frustration there. Carnathan's fall-away shot does go through. Super athletic play there for Carnathan, just pushing through contact. And now, speaking of contact, too much of it for number 10, Drake Olsen.
And with that, into the bonus, the Mabank Panthers go. So Jaden Collin is going to be going to go shoot a couple now.
Let's see what the lefty can do here.
Working with an 11-point lead here. Chance to continue blooming that lead.
First shot is good.
It's an area we've definitely seen Jaden Collin improve from last year is the free throw shooting. He used to be there quite a bit last year, but kind of struggled at times to be able to actually finish from the line. This year has been doing a much better job.
And right on cue, swishes another one through there. Looks like we're going to have a substitution as he's going to come immediately out after the free throws. Be subbed in for Angel Guerrero.
Take out one defensive-minded player for another here.
Right. Now that time legitimately was my fault. All right, now Carnathan. Reed trying to find somewhere, and there again, just going to kind of move it around. Watch that rotation, see what they can exploit here. Carnathan now gives up to, that is Buck. Buck just kind of floats one out. Thought he was going to have somebody there, but nobody in the neighborhood. So that'll be a turnover for the Eagles.
I think that's the easiest steal Angel Guerrero is ever going to get in his basketball career.
I think that's a pretty good assumption there. As they find Carter Sims in the corner, no good this time. Brody Steven, again, giving a good effort for the offensive glass, just couldn't quite bring it in. Under a minute and a half to go here in this first half as Reed Carnathan going to have an open three and bang one through. Cuts the lead back down to 10. Luke Carter be bringing it up, working against Olsen. Not able to get around and puts up the float shot. I think he was thinking he was going to get a foul. No good, or doesn't come through for him. Now Reed Carnathan again thought about a deep three. Kind of loses the ball as Brody Steven wrestled it away from him, but Lindale able to hold on to the possession. Streaking to the basket there, but unable to complete it was Landon Buck. Now Mabank can have a chance. Carter Sims, another stroke. That one just kind of bananas out, doesn't work out. And then Reed Carnathan going to make kind of a mistake there as he can't hold on to the ball. And ends up being the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. So Cullen McFall going to be inbounding here for the Panthers.
It's kind of reminiscent of how the first period of action ended. right here in the last kind of minute of it, this Lindale team seeming to come to life almost to see if they can shorten up the lead that Mabank is holding before the half.
Well, they were trying to get the pass to Caden Bowden there. Unfortunately, he just loses the height battle there. Nothing you can do about that. So 2 quick points there for Lindale to bring it back within double digit, or bring it out of double digits, back to a single-digit lead at 8 now for Mabank. Luke Carter going to try and get inside, fall back shot again.
Oh man,
rim just not being a friend right now.
So many
Luke
times,
Carter.
yeah, it's done that a lot tonight so far on Luke.
And a little sidestep shot there, no good before the buzzer for Coker. So after 2 quarters of play, it is an 8-point lead for your Mabank Panthers. We're going to go ahead and step aside, take us a short break. We'll come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Tired of rolling your trash can to the road and wondering if the big company's even going to show up? Sick of call centers, excuses, and price hikes from people who probably don't even know where Mabank is? Well, Neighborhood Sanitation is your solution, and they've been servicing Mabank and surrounding areas for over 40 years, priding themselves on being family-owned, local, and on time. From weekly cart service at your house to bigger bins and cleanup trailers for those spring cleaning binges, they've got you covered without the corporate nonsense. Make the switch today. Call Neighborhood Sanitation at 903-887-6711 and keep your trash local.
All right, back here at the City Backflow mobile broadcasting booth. 5 minutes to go here until the second half of action. And JD, we have been treated to yet another one of these nice games here. It's kind of a back and forth affair in the girls' game. Now it's kind of been the same thing. Now Lindale kind of dug themselves a bit of an early hole, but they've been coming back. Whereas we were just talking about it before we came back on. Mabank did a really good job of building up a bit of a deficit in the early going in this one.
Yeah, I mean, they came out firing on all cylinders for sure. And I mean, it really helped that Carter Sims kind of came into this game hot, if you will. I mean, he came with the hot hand immediately, able to knock down 3 quick threes for his team. I think we were talking about it. I believe that he is somewhere in the range of 50% from the three-point line, which when you think about three-point shooting, that's pretty darn good. I mean, like that is definitely above average three-point shooting, especially for a high school kid.
If you're shooting above 50, or if you're shooting at 50%, really, if you're shooting close to 50%,
yeah,
you make hundreds and millions of dollars playing this game of basketball. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I think that's a pretty good conversion right there. Now, but over on the other side for Lindale, again, it kind of seemed like at first they weren't, they were leaving the shooters open. They were kind of worrying. It seemed like, let's just call it like it seemed like at first they were really focusing in on Luke, and Carter Sims was really making them pay for that. And then over on the other end, oh, okay. I was so confused. It was buzzers going off like crazy. It was like a gnat to the flame whenever there's buzzers. I'm looking, you know what I mean? But so I'm sorry, I've totally lost my train of thought. But so for Lindale, it started off a little bit slow, but they've kind of come to life. And really, honestly, it's been the inside play that we've seen them. They've kind of used their height to their advantage.
Right, absolutely. They've been definitely started to utilize the height of Mr. Dane Edens, number 2, to be able to kind of get inside and kind of own that area of things. But I will say kind of what has helped Mabank get that early lead and kind of hold on to it, I would say it's really been the transition play and the fast break opportunities that they've been able to come away with. They really came out into this game firing on all cylinders, meaning like in a way of like they came out running. I mean, it hasn't been many times so far this year that we've seen this team kind of come out with the kind of intensity that we saw them come out into this one with. I mean, they had maybe they feel like they had kind of not performed as well as they would have liked to in the last outing that they had against Man. So tonight they wanted to come out and show why no, they still need to be mentioned maybe with some of those top teams. And I would say this is a great showing to be able to kind of show that.
I agree and concur with you, sir. Well, here before we go take another short break, let's go ahead and run down the scoring leaders for your Mabank Panthers. Leading all scorers, Carter Sims. He has 12 points so far on the night. Luke Carter with 5 points. Jaden Collin with 1 point. Angel Guerrero with 4, and Brody Stephen with 2. All right, well, let's go ahead and take us a very short break. We'll come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056. For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
(24-16), Mabank on top here at home. Lindale again been digging out of an early hole they set for themselves. Been playing much better or at least they did play much better over that final 8 minutes of play in the second half. Mabank gonna have to kind of turn on their own jets, keep rolling with the hot hand, depending on who that is. Again, in the first half was Carter Sims. Angel Guerrero, again, making a big contribution. Always like whenever we get to say somebody that's not always, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the normal suspects.
Yeah, exactly.
I've really liked what I've seen from Angel Guerrero so far this year. I mean, he's kind of filled the spot that Jaden Collin was last year of like that defensive specialist.
Yeah.
But he is starting, I mean, in this one, he has found a way to kind of become an offensive weapon for them as well that kind of goes under the radar. So I'd like to maybe see that continue to develop in this one.
Well, third quarter underway. Lindale started off with the ball. Edens kicks over to Lindig. Now over into the hands of Cockrell. Back to Edens, excuse me, not just Edens. Multiple Eden. As he goes with a little lefty scoop, no good. Kind of a double popped up rebound there, but it does come out with Carter Sims. Sims gives up to Collin, and Collin gonna try and work it back up to the top here and set things up. Actually gonna go ahead and take what he was given. Guerrero now gets to the hoop, and how about that? Angel Guerrero adding on to his total.
Now that's definitely not something we see from him, so.
No.
Oh, Luke Carter on the other end, gonna come away with the block.
There we go. Find ways to get yourself back into this, well, not back into it, but kind of find yourself a way to work up the lather here in this third quarter. We've seen before whenever Luke plays good defense, that offense seems to follow. So would like to see that kind of kick up from him. High off the glass shot, no good for Lindale there. Luke kicked it up quickly, get to Collin. Now Luke with the extra pass into McFall.
Strong through the contact.
And that's exactly what I like to see there. Now I'm just gonna, now that he's kind of, seems like he's relaxed a bit, I'll say what I was saying. It looked like Luke was pushing too much in that first half. Was trying to make stuff happen, you know, go. Now letting the game come to him, and over these last couple of possessions, he has looked fantastic. So I'd like to see that version of Luke Carter here. Edens kicks the ball out. Cockrell puts one up, no good, but collected by Lindig all by himself underneath and able to get the easy 2 points there. Now Collin gets around the defender, kicks out to Luke Carter. Carter gonna try and get inside. His shot gonna be blocked, but collected by Guerrero, who goes up with another little floater, no good, and eventually brought in by the Eagles. That was Cockrell that was able to bring it down. Now Lindig gonna pass one into the middle. Nobody around, but blows the shot there. 2 chances, no good. Third chance, also no good. Lindale just blowing easy shots, if we're being honest. Now Jaden Collin quickly going in, goes. The Eagles gonna push it down the other way. Edens tries to get inside, working against Sims, gives up. Corner 3 is good. Landon Buck able to get one from the corner. Cut the lead down to 7 now. Sims gives up to McFall. McFall 3.
Whoa.
Bang! Haven't seen that much out of Cullen McFall this year, but he is able to absolutely lace one, JD.
Yeah, that was a pretty looking 3 right there.
Yeah, teardrop right there. Lindale looking to answer back on the other end here. Working it around. This is Coker had it. Now Lindig with it. Gives up. Getting inside. Floater no good. Buck couldn't get it to finish, or couldn't get the finish to go down. Guerrero gives up to Luke Carter. Carter too strong. Hits off back rim. Collected by the Eagles, and they're going to throw it away. But Jaden just couldn't quite hold on to it there. He did a great job just kind of sharking in front of that pass, but couldn't quite put the finishing touches on the steal there. He's going to get a break as well, as Caden Bowden's going to come out, get his first run of the second half. And unfortunately, is going to get abused a little bit there as much taller Edens goes over the top for a couple of points. Now, Cullen McFall, how about this going a little coast to coast? Extra pass over to Sims, no good. But my goodness, if that one would have went in, you could go ahead and put it in the basketball manual under how to. And a travel going to be called on the other end, and that will be now the third for Edens in this ball game.
I think McFall might have caught an elbow to the chin there on that one. I say chin, but it looks like maybe high cheek. So it looks like he's going to quickly get a break real quick as Cole Genovese going to come in.
Matter of fact, it looks like everybody's going to take a break, JD, and so while they're taking one, we do too. We'll be right back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your cart of your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts.
All right, just a little over 4 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Been a back and forth affair. Maybank is led by as many as 14 right now. There's an 8-point lead for the guys in white and green. They're also going to have possession of the ball after the turnover by Lindale.
Looks like they're still going to come out. Lindale, however, still going to come out in this full court attack.
Jaden Collin, who's back into the ball game, and gives up to Sims, and the finger roll is no good, but the second chance bucket there for Carter Sims, able to get it in.
A little putback there on his own miss.
We'll take it. As Reed Carnathan gives up. This is Aiden Hanley into the ball game. I think only for the second time tonight. Is Carnathan going to line up a three? No good. Ball ends up skipping out of bounds. Last touch by Carnathan. So it's going to be Colin inbounding, gets to Luke Carter, gives right back to Jaden, and they're just going to two-man weave it up the court. Sims with it, gets into the teeth, and going to be fouled in the process of shooting. So that is going to be two shots coming up here for the senior.
Yeah, Judson Beeler trying to come in front and draw the charge, but unfortunately not able to get his feet set quick enough.
Y'all give me 1 second here. All right, so Sims missed the first. I find that easier, Jake. You might think it's something different, but I always find that easier.
I appreciate
You know me, I always
insight.
try and give tips and tricks. You know what I mean. You're about the only person that listens to me, so I give you the tips and tricks. You know.
That's right. Second one does go down, however, for Carter Sims. So
It did go down. And I should probably mark that down. There we go. Three-pointer on the other end. Finds the net there.
Drake Olson
Yes,
with
sir.
a nice shot.
First points of the ball game for him. Brody Stephen working against Carnathan, finally able to get away. Gives up to Carter. Luke definitely thought about that deep three. Steps around, gives up to Sims. Sims three.
Got it!
Bang! Carter Sims has been lighting it up. Fourth made three so far tonight for the senior. Eagles looking to answer back on the other end, and there is going to be a timeout called on the floor. So why they take a timeout, we're going to take one too, as you know we do. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey sports fanatics, are you tired of that builder-grade kitchen or your bathroom being stuck in 1998? Mosier Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom home building. We guide you start to finish with real communication without the guesswork. See it in person at our kitchen and bath showroom on Market Street or our flooring showroom on Mason Street in Mabank, USA. Mosier Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call us at 903-470-8550, where we take con out of contracting.
All right, after the abbreviated break there, we're going to come back to it.
It's going to be Lindale's ball here from this sideline.
Inbound's going to go to David Lindig. Gives up to Edens. Now Carnathan. Now back to Lindig. Had an open three if he wanted it, but decides to pass it out. Almost a miscommunication there by the Eagles, but they do a good job to keep it. Now Carnathan getting inside and just able to kind of bully the defender there and get around him. And again, as you said, full court press here, or full court trap. If we're being honest with each other, I really don't know the difference. We won't tell anybody that, even though I just told about 1,000 people. There's going to be a foul on Jaden Collin as he tries to dive in. So that is going to be 2 shots from the free throw line coming up here for the lefty.
And they're going to say Carnathan was the offender.
Second chance at the line for Jaden Collins so far tonight. Went 1 for 2 in his first appearance. Able to get the first one. Sing on through. Lefty prepares the second shot. And that one's no good. Collected off the glass by Reed Carnathan. Hands off to Lindig. Going to be picked up, about 60 feet there by Jaden Collin. Now into the corner. Eagles trying to find somewhere to go. Gives over. Working around. Eden's going to try and get inside. And a foul going to be called, and one opportunity coming up here.
Yeah, he made just a beautiful move on Genovese out on the three-point line, which led to kind of just an open lane. Had to have Carter Sims step over to try to put some pressure on him, which resulted in the foul.
Matter of fact, that is going to be the last play for Genovese for a minute as McFall comes back to occupy his space on the floor.
As actually, I think they're going to say that Brody Stephen was the one who was caught with the foul.
Oh, okay.
But he also comes off the floor in favor of Angel Guerrero getting back out there.
Oh, thank you. I missed that one. All right, so inbound to Luke Carter. They're kind of having to play, sideline football to get the inbounds in as Guerrero just couldn't quite hold on to the hot pass that time. So it'll be a turnover for the Panthers. Eagles going to be able to potentially bring it within 2 possessions here. Carnathan working against Guerrero. Guerrero giving up about a foot there against the much larger Carnathan, but kind of
no fear in the eyes of Guerrero, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like my Jack Russell Terrier barking at my big Mastiff. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, it looks strange, but it works out. As this time, Edens might have got away with the extra step, but it is going to be another foul and another and one opportunity coming up here for the Eagles. Time going to be assessed against McFall.
It's going to be his third as well, so only has 2 more to give in this one.
Eagles not given an inch on that inbound. Sims ended up being the man to receive. Reverses course. Thought about that elbow shot, now gives up to Luke. Under 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Luke spins around, gets into the paint. Got a little bump there. Excellent job there by Luke Carter to not fight over the bump. And
they're going to call a flop rule there on David Lindig for the excessive show that he had put on.
The old flop warning, the old flop warning. I'd never seen that symbol, but that's actually, you know, a lot of times the hand signals don't really make sense. That one made sense. I understood exactly what it was.
It makes sense. It does. Some of them really do just, some of them really are just literal hand signals like that.
So under 10 seconds here, Eagles holding on to it. Lindig actually dribbles off of Collins' shoe. Now Lindig going to line up, take a three, no good, and that is the way the third quarter of action is going to end. So after 3 full quarters of play, it is a 6-point lead for Mabank here at home. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. We'll come back and see how this one shakes out right after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today. 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
All right, back here from the City Backflow mobile broadcasting booth. Right here in Mabank tonight, it's going to be Carter Sims doing the inbounding from right in front of me. All right, so Jaden. I know, I do that all the time. I call him the right name 99.9% of the time, and then I'll say L every once in a while. Foul. Going to be assessed on the Panthers here. As they got, Lindale was able to get the steal and breakaway, and they are going to assess that against McFall, and that will be his 4th foul. So only one left.
Yeah, McFall going to have to really watch himself here at the end of this one, and of course, being in a 4th foul situation here in kind of the nitty-gritty part of the game is a rough situation to be in because you have to watch how aggressively you're playing defense. There's different kind of factors. Like you gotta make sure that you're not committing that last one to get yourself kicked out of it. So it looks like Coach just going to go ahead and elect to take him out so he doesn't have to worry about playing the soft defense.
Yep, Genovese going to come in and take over.
Looking for somewhere to go. Jaden Collins just kind of has to throw it up high there for Luke.
And that lead has been cut down all the way to 4 points here for the Panthers as Luke trying to find somewhere. Got it out to Sims. Now going to reset, give back to Luke. Luke spins around. Oh, Guerrero had just made his break. He had just made his break towards the bucket. Luke was expecting him to stay there. Kind of can see it from both directions there. So Eagles going to go back on the attack here. Again, have been down by as many as 14 points here in this second half. I've cut it all the way down to a 4-point deficit. Carnathan going to be left alone. And it was, I guess his coach has told him not to shoot any more threes unless he can catch and shoot because stood around there for a good minute before taking that shot. Then a travel going to be called on Lindig. So yeah, it was kind of an odd possession there for the Eagles. Ended up taking off a good chunk of time off the clock and not getting any points as a result. Now Luke going to be working against Lindig, gets inside, kicks out to Colin. Now right back to Luke on that far side. And now foul going to be called. Lindig going to pick up one. Be team's first foul and his third personal foul. High inbound goes to Jaden Collin. Collin going to get inside. Extra pass to Guerrero. Floater no good. Collected by the Eagles. Kind of working a weave up. Now Lindig with it, trying to find somewhere to go. Gets to Edens. Edens up to Carnathan. Carnathan right back to Lindig. Lindig working against Guerrero. Guerrero gave him no space. Into Carnathan, and Carnathan able to put it in from right on the block there. All the way back down to a 2-point lead. Mabank going to need to find themselves some points here and find it quickly. As the Eagles capturing all the momentum over the last about 7 to 8 minutes of play. Collin tries to get into the paint, kicks over to Sims. Sims now going to try and do the same thing. Floater's no good, collected by Genovese. Second chance effort, also no good. Now Eagles cherry picking back on the other end. And how about that great defense from Luke Carter, not allowing the easy bucket for Edens. Ball ends up out of bounds, but Lindale going to have to work for it. Yeah, that might be the play of the night right there for Luke Carter when it comes defensively. So long inbounds, went to Edens. Now Carnathan gives up to Lindig. Thought about the three. Now going to put up the floater from the free throw line. No good. Kicks out to Edens. Edens kind of an awkward angled shot there. No good. Way strong. Collected by Luke. And now Jaden Collins slowly going to bring it up against Edens here. Gets into the teeth of the defense. Gives to Luke. Luke could barely hold on to it. Got it to Genovese. Now Mabank going to reset the offense. Lindale fans not happy as Luke really never had control of it before taking that first step. Now put him in the blender. Carter able to make something happen. Slight cushion now at 4 points. Lindale gets to Carnathan. Carnathan shot from the free throw line. That's just an easy bucket there. No defender around. Inbound pass going to be tipped away by Lindig. Out of bounds. He thought he had knocked it off of Luke Carter, but not quite. So now high inbound went to Carter Sims. Sims going to push things quickly. Now reverses course and going to slow things down. Luke Carter with it. Stop and pop three. No good. Guerrero doing his best to try to get the offensive board, but just out-heighted.
Oh, Carnathan.
Carnathan.
Slippery on the back end. Just sneaks behind the entire defense to tie things up.
And Coach Carter not happy with what he's seeing, so he's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with him. Be right back after this.
Tired of rolling your trash can to the road and wondering if the big company's even going to show up? Sick of call centers, excuses, and price hikes from people who probably don't even know where Mabank is? Well, Neighborhood Sanitation is your solution, and they've been servicing Mabank and surrounding areas for over 40 years, priding themselves on being family-owned, local, and on time. From weekly cart service at your house to bigger bins and cleanup trailers for those spring cleaning binges, they've got you covered without the corporate nonsense. Make the switch today. Call Neighborhood Sanitation at 903-887-6711 and keep your trash local.
All right, so Pep Squad trying to give their guys a little extra juice here as Lindale has tied it up. It has been really, Lindale had been trailing most of this game all the way since the first quarter. And now again have found themselves not necessarily in the driver's seat, but they're not sitting in the chauffeur or the what am I trying to say? The back.
They're not sitting in the
limo.
sidecar anymore.
There we go. There you go. Thank you. So it is a brand new ball game with 4:09 left to go in this one. Inbound is going to get to Guerrero, and now they're just kind of throwing it up here. Luke Carter not able to get full control. Lindale going to steal a possession and be able to put in the 2. So Logan Coker gets himself on the board and gets Lindale the lead for the first time again since the first quarter.
Yeah, that's their first lead in the entire game, I believe.
I think they had a 1-point lead way back when for like 30 seconds. And that's why it's hard to even remember it because it has been that long ago. But now they are, they kind of, as you said, went from the sidecar to now in the driver's seat with just a little over 3 minutes left to go here. Carter Sims trying to get into the paint, and a blocking foul going to be called.
That's another flop, and he had already gotten a flop warning. And he is getting told about it again.
Well, they're actually going to...
Yeah, there was an eventual blocking foul there.
Oh, yeah, I was reading it wrong. I for some reason, thought they were saying the foul was on number 4. No, but that is foul number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, as Sims can't hit the first of his free throws. Sometimes the dyslexia gets me there, JD. Second shot, also no good for Carter Sims. So had a chance for a couple of freebies, can't get either. It remains a 2-point game. Lindale on top here. Cockrell with it, working against Sims. Going to hand off here to Olsen. Olsen kind of lost his dribble, and now foul going to be called against Collin. So Jaden kind of leaned a little too much.
Yeah, Jaden was able to get a hand on the ball at first, and then just kind of thought that he could out-foot race. But right there, great defensive play.
And then cherry picking back on the other end.
Yeah.
That will tie things up. 44 apiece with under 3 minutes to go. It's going to come down to the wire here, ladies and gentlemen. Carnathan gets it down kind of close to the block. Working against Guerrero, who again is giving up about a foot. How about that, Jake
Good
Collins?
defense.
Yeah, just anticipating there, able to step in front of the pass. Now slowing things down. And actually, I don't think Coach Carter wanted him to slow it down that time, telling him to go, go, go. Now Collin hands off to Luke. Luke thought about the deep 3, now gets inside, and that is going to be a charge. Saw it happen in real time that time. Just too much contact. And leading with the shoulder there for Luke Carter is going to be the bugaboo that hurts him on that one. So Lindig going to come back onto the court. Olsen going to go catch a break. Again, Lindig only has that 1 foul left to give. Him and Cullen McFall for the Panthers kind of in the same territory. Lindig working against Jaden Collin. Collin doing a great job there, and timeout going to be taken by Lindale, and that is just, again, a clinic there for Jaden Collin. All right, let's go ahead and take another short break, come back right after this.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
All right. 2:07 left in the ball game. We are knotted up 44 apiece. Possession with Lindale right now. Inbound going to go to Lindig. Going to be working from out that logo there. Going to be working against Collin. Gives over. Cockrell now. Coker. Coker going to go up and through the contact of Bowden. And that is going to be 2 free throws coming up here. Third team foul against Mabank. First shot for Logan Coker finds its home. We're going to put the Eagles back out front here.
Let's go, Coker.
Coker lines up his second shot, and that one's short off front rim. It looked like Carnathan just couldn't quite hold on to the rebound that time, so out of bounds, Mabank will take over. Cullen McFall receives the inbound pass. He's actually going to dribble. Kick over to Jaden Collin. Collin going to have to get it across quickly here, as he does. Gets into the teeth of the defense, loses the ball there as it's kind of poked away, and Lindale is going to come out of the scrum with it. Cockrell going to dribble it down, working against Carter Sims. Sims not giving up an inch. Now Eden's with it. See how quickly the Eagles want to work here. It's only a 1-point advantage, but it is an advantage. Could try and take the air out of it. As Carnathan going to go through the heavy contact and separate a little bit. Now a 3-point advantage for the Eagles. And right at about a minute left to go. So Mabank going to have to play perfectly over this final 60 seconds. Jaden Collin kicks over to Sims. Sims going to try and get in. Floater up and in.
Wow.
So high level of difficulty on that shot. Now Carnathan with it, gives up. Man,
High off the glass there,
Yep.
yeah.
Coker. So it's back to a 3-point lead. Sims working against Cockrell there, loses the ball, ends up saving it before it goes out of bounds. Now Jaden Collin looking for somewhere to go. And timeout going to be called, as I think Coach Carter is going to want to kind of think things through a little bit. So let's go ahead and take our last little in-game break. We'll be right back right after this.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake Area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
Under 30 seconds to go, and Mabank is going to need a big play here, both on the offensive and defensive side, if they want to come back and win this one. Have been up by as many as 14 in this ball game. Find themselves down 3 with 23 seconds left to go here in this one.
We got some substitutions coming in, both Cole Genovese and Joseph Magana.
Yeah,
going to find their way into the ball game.
Magana, a 3-point shooter, so it doesn't surprise me he's into the ball game. Now Collin loses the ball, and that is going to be the fat lady singing, as Carnathan can't get the dunk to go down, but the second chance points are good, and that is the way that this one is going to finish up here tonight. So Lindale, after trailing by as many as 14, comes back for a 5-point victory, 51-46. and will take over that 4th slot in District 15. And Mabank is now going to find themselves playing from outside of the playoff race. They're going to have to really get things going together to get themselves back into the district standings.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just, and I mean for Mabank, this is just this is one of those really hard losses. I mean, you had the double-digit lead, and to end up losing this one in this kind of a fashion, it's definitely a pride hurter, and they're going to be feeling this one maybe for the rest of the week, maybe into next week. But hopefully for them, I mean they got some games lined up Friday, so it's one of those things where you got to have the short memory. You gotta realize that it happened, accept it, and move on, and go back at it on Friday. And remember that you do get to run into this team again, so you get to settle the score later on. So don't hang your head and be able to fight through it.
Well, speaking of those games on Friday, we will be in Kemp on Friday, so not too terribly far if y'all are wanting to travel. But if you don't want to head out that way, of course, you can always join us right here on the Cedar Creek Media Network. We do appreciate y'all being here for this one, and unless you got anything else, that's about it for me.
I think I have said all that I got.
All right, so Lindale comes in and sweeps the games at Mabank. We'll just have to see if Mabank can return the favor here in about a month. Well, all right, everybody, we appreciate you being here. We will see you next time here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.